which means this place has reverted back to its natural state. We've got a whole bunch of Stardust fragments, which I believe we take back to the manipulator. Oh yeah, and we get the Stardust Dragon Staff, the Stardust Cell Staff, or the Stardust Monolith. And of course, we're taking the Dragon Staff, because that, believe it or not, replaces our Xeno Staff. It is going to be awesome. So, what we do now is, we need to go put Ruthless on this thing. And the Stardust Dragon Staff, I have heard, is very special. I actually have, on purpose, not looked too much into the 1.3 stuff. And I'm going to go put Ruthless on this thing. If I can afford it. Don't have much money. Celestial. Not bad. Furious. Weak. Sluggish. Absolutely not. Manic. How much do I have? 72. Demonic. I think we'll stick with Demonic for now. So I'm very excited, and I'm purposefully putting things off, but we're going to put this on. Like so. And go! Oh, that's cool. And this is the special thing that I've heard about, which is that you don't actually summon more, you make him stronger, so you only ever actually have one dragon. We'll equip our Tiki, put the last piece on, and replace our damages. And before we do that actually, I'm going to see how much damage he's doing right now. He is doing 109 summon damage, so half that of the Ruthless Staff of Frost Hydra, but I'm sure he attacks twice as fast. And of course, he's doing, that's only one summoned version of the Stardust Dragon as well. Let's put those back on. He's probably doing far more now. Let's go take on the Vortex Pillar. And then I think once we've taken on the Vortex Pillar, that will be it for the episode. If we can take it down, but I'm sure we can, now we've got the Stardust Dragon. Hey guys, and we are back. So, it's roughly noon. We have the Nebula Pillar and the Solar Pillar to go. Let's get started. Sorry that the last episode was slightly short, but I just figured that rather than trying to space out things like... Ooh, that's an ominous background. I have a feeling this one isn't going to be so easy. Get off my head! Oh boy. Oh yeah, brain sucklers, they're going to be a pain. Well, at least the Nebula Pillar is nice and close to the base. That's a benefit. See you soon. Alright, I've got my Stardust Dragon. Let's try again. This time I'm going to be a little more ready. So those guys need to not even get anywhere near me, the brain sucklers. You are not allowed anywhere near me. I have a feeling they're going to be the most common enemy. When I have to start dodging all the other stuff, it's going to make dodging the brain sucklers even harder. Because my character is not in a like their own combat state, ready enough to be able to deal with a brain suckler being attached to me. Which means this may take several tries. I had a feeling the Mage Pillar would be the... worst of the lot. Because anything a mage has been good at so far in Terraria, the summoner has been bad at. Like the twins are easy for a summoner. Are easy for a sorcerer character, and terrible for a character like mine. And hello, you, I don't know what you're doing here. We may need to even sit on the edge of the biome and just try and take out as much stuff that comes our way from just one side of the screen. Anyway, I'm going to get prepared here and see you in a second. Right. Character is prepared. Yeah, I've just been cutting out the preparation of the character because it's always the same. Equip spooky armor, equip damage accessories, summon the serpent, and then slowly unfold. So this is kind of where the brain started spawning, I think. Yes, it is. So we just kind of want to hang around our Shroomish's hut and take out whatever we can. Oh boy. We've got ground critters involved now. We seem to shoot homing magic bolts of some sort. But hopefully, if we just take it easy and duck in and out of the biome slowly, we will be able to get the shield down and then go and murder the pillar very, very quickly using our dragon. Those teleporting brains are very horrible. I do not like one bit. And already dead. Well, see you in a second. Okay, back to it. Heal up early. And I have the banner selected because I have a feeling that will actually help. Because we'll do about double damage to that particular enemy and it will do half damage to us. Oh yeah, he's doing almost 1,000 damage to it, so should be fun. Just have to kind of make sure we stay in range of the banners, that's the problem. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to tell when the shield's down though, other than maybe the little red lasers that come off the creatures will stop. The truffle has arrived. It's not a good idea, Mr. Truffle. You'll probably be instantly murdered, just to let you know. Oh yeah, I haven't actually told you about this. Between episodes, specifically the episode where I said I'd be back after I did a couple more Martian invasions, I went and created this tiny little mushroom biome for a truffle to live in. Now, the truffle is an NPC that was added in 1.2, and he lets you make shroomite, amongst selling a couple of cool things, separately. And he is amazingly valuable as an NPC at that point in the game if you're a ranger. Now, I'm not, obviously, but I do need to get the truffle anyway, because I will need shroomite for when we make our awesome mining machine, and also for making the shroomite armor to go in the library under the vault. And I just thought while I was here I'd collect those mushrooms. But yeah, the way that the truffle needs to spawn is he needs to have his biome above ground. Now, anyone that knows the mushroom biomes knows that they spawn underground normally, so it's up to the player to build a mushroom biome above ground themselves out of mud and mushroom spore seeds. No laser dudes. Down here. You're worse than gastropods. Thank you, Stardust Dragon. I think this has been the best tactic so far. Just hang out on the edge of the biome. But now I do need to heal. They're like gastropods, only they teleport and do more damage. A lot more damage. We must be close, and in fact, I'm going to do a scouting run on camera with you to go and check out the thing. I won't bother summoning anything, I'll just run in and run out to see if the shield is down yet. Got another brain suckler. Which is alright, I guess, but you can't stack banners, so not useful. But I do like collecting banners, so that's fine. Hello everyone. Yes, the shield is down. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to run away. I'm going to summon a weaker version of my dragon. Doesn't have any of the damage buffs on because I'm wearing the tiki armor and don't have any of the things. Murder him. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he does like 200 damage less. So we unsummon you. Put spooky armor back on. Wish there was like a armor sets. I mean, the summoner's the only one that has to do this, to be fair, so there's no reason to really do armor sets, but it'd be very nice to have armor sets. And then I could quickly just like ping back and forward. I mean, these could actually, now that I'm thinking about it, and it's so late in the game to be actually thinking about this, but those can live in there. There we go. And then I simply swap these around. And I did it wrong. That's cool. It's easy enough to solve. Summon that. Now we dequip those. Cool. So let's go and take on the Nebula Pillar, hopefully. We need to kind of fly over there and be cheeky about it. So that the Stardust Dragon obviously prioritizes the pillar above all else. Get it! Go! Yes, murder it! Murder it! Even if I die, I have won. Otherworldly voices linger around you. We're getting very close to something very spooky. Very spooky indeed. So we have a final pillar to take out, which will be fantastically fun to try and do. Oh look! It's those brains light. But I'm going to go drop this stuff off at the base. Why aren't I using my magic mirror? That's not the chest you belong in. That's the chest you belong in. And I'm putting my fragments in here. Killed 350 pixies, yay! Now I need to put that banner away. Mushroom seeds. I didn't actually have any in chests because I'd used them recently, as I just told you. And now I guess we can actually go ride to the jungle. Oi. I said ride to the jungle. To get to the solar pillar. Which may or may not be easier. I have a feeling it'll be easier because it's a melee based pillar. And I'm a summoner. But it depends on how they design the enemies for it, because if they design the enemies nothing like melee enemies, then obviously we're going to find some trickiness. Whoa, you're big. You are very, very big. Right. It's not going to be as easy as I thought. See you in a second. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm on my way back to the jungle. I've actually brought some potions with me this time, which hopefully will help with staying alive, because I intend to stay alive just a bit longer this time. Just a bit. And this is the other problem with the Stardust Dragon. It doesn't prioritize the things most dangerous to me, like this worm. Oh boy. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back in the jungle, and I'm only going to go as far as it takes to enter the edge of the pillars biome. Which should be nowish. Oh yeah, here we go. So those are giant meteor heads. Because I started this in hard mode, you didn't get to see what a meteor head is, but early in the game, meteors drop from the sky and let you get meteor ore, which is a very important part of progression in the early game. And those big spheres with the spikes, those are like early versions. Now, it's this guy, every time. Crawlpede gets me. I'm not sure what to do about it, because it moves faster than me, and the Stardust Dragon is never around to kill it. So I'll be back. Alright, back to the jungle. I don't have any potions again, because that really didn't help that one time. At all. So I just kind of... There's got to be some way for me to deal with a Crawlpede, and I don't know what it is. Other than ducking out, getting a very small amount of these guys to spawn, and then destroying them all, ducking back in, and repeating the process. And if a Crawlpede turns up, well, just hope that the Stardust Dragon prioritizes it. Because otherwise, I'm doomed. Straight up doomed. Like, I can't even hit this thing. Apparently, you attack its tail. Apparently. Not its head. Very difficult enemy. And I don't think the Stardust Dragon actually knows how to attack it, because I don't know about you, but I saw it trying to attack its head and not its tail. If you're wondering why there's junk on the ground, I just decided to kill Skeleton Prime a couple of times very, very easily using our dragon friend. I eat some food. I've also done something else, which is that if I jump into this chest, I can take a couple of potions preemptively and once again abuse the whole system behind summoning by equipping all this stuff. Now I'll actually get one extra segment plus another 10% bonus from Wrath. There we go. Now he's even longer. And more powerful overall. Cool. So I'll see you there. Back to the jungle. This is getting very repetitive. And it's just that one enemy. This one. Which the Stardust Dragon actually managed to destroy this time, strangely enough. It might have been me, but I doubt it. I did shoot the cannon off once, but I don't think I can do enough damage to destroy an enemy like that in one hit. Or not. We're doing like 50,000 damage to it for some reason. I'm not entirely sure how that works. But maybe intentionally this enemy is meant to be very easy to kill but very hard to deal with. Which, I don't know. I think it needs a tweak. Just a slight one. From my perspective anyway. Obviously I'm only doing this from the perspective of a summoner class, but it just seems too annoying. And makes dealing with the solar pillar not very fun at all. Because of how fast it is. If the only tweak they did to the crawlpede was to make it slower, then I would be happy. But let's do this all over again. Back in the jungle. I should also clarify that it's not the speed it moves at and the fact that it's hard to dodge that makes it annoying. It's the speed that it moves at which makes it hard to aim at. Because you have to aim at an unusual spot on the crawlpede, it makes it a very difficult target, even if it is easy to destroy. I'm not seeing red lines come off these guys, so it's kind of like... Oh, every single time. Okay guys, I'll be back. Okay, I did some research. Because I had to. It was just getting too annoying. The thing about crawltipedes is they are meant to be as absolutely horribly frustrating as they actually are. Because they're meant to keep you out of the sky. They've got a very unique AI in which it doesn't actually attack you if you are... Oh, I forgot to do a couple of things while I'm talking. It doesn't actually attack you if you are on the ground. The intention of it is because the solar pillar is all ground-based enemies, like I imagined when I was first going over there and I was saying, oh, this will be easy. It's because they're all ground-based enemies that it was going to be easy, but the crawltipede forces you to the ground. So that's why they exist. They don't actually attack you if you're on the ground, which is an interesting mechanic, and now I'm a lot more respectful of it. I think that's pretty cool. The only thing is, it's not well communicated. So if you start from the air, it can seem overly frustrating. I also need to take one of those. There we go. So, yeah, I respect. I am now a convert. I appreciate you, crawltipede. I would just like you to communicate better that you don't attack me when I'm on the ground. So, we're going to take this cart after all, rather than flying there in the UFO, and I'm going to try and say attach to the surface while doing this. And I think it'll go a lot better. And we'll be there very, very shortly. In fact, now. So, we don't want to go on the ground, into the sky. In fact, I need to go hide in this hole right now. And just kind of stay attached to the ground. Oh yeah, this is going a heck of a lot better. Except these guys are very interesting. So I guess I can't just hide in a hole and hope for the best. I've got to keep moving, or else these, like, meteorite dudes will just pass through the ground and hit me. But that went a heck of a lot better. A heck of a lot better. So, I think to the point where we can maybe scout out the, scout out the pillar, because the Stardust Dragon just took out a lot of guys. Then I'm not going to bother with the full kit this time. I'm only going to do this version, and by the full kit I mean I'm not going to bother with potions. Right, equip everything, and let's head back off to the pillar. Make sure I'm healed up. Of course, the idea now will be to get a look at the pillar, and I'm going to have to get out of the cart once we get there, because it's the problem with the vortex pillar all over again, is that I'm too fast for my dragon, and if things spawn in my way I will die. So I need to go at a speed at which my dragon can keep up with. But I need to be attached to the ground at all times, or else Mr. Crawltipede will get very, very angry at me. No meteors, back off. Okay. So we don't yet have it, but maybe... No. The meteors do not care about water. Okay. Tell you what, I'm going to be back once the shield is lowered. That'll be my deal. And once the shield is lowered, I'll get it on camera and we'll take down the pillar, because, of course, Stardust Dragon is just going to absolutely destroy it. So I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. About to check on the shield, which I assume is going to be down if I can live that long. Yep, it's down. So this guy needs to get over there and start annihilating it. No, you were doing so well. Murder it. Murder it. Murdered. Solar pillar down. Awesome. So here comes the Moon Lord. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.